Happy Lunar New Year! I'm children's book author and illustrator Grace Lynn, and this is my daughter Hazel.
Hi!
Today, we're going to teach you how to make a Lunar New Year paper cut decoration for this year, the Chinese Year of the Ox. To make a Year of the Ox paper cut, you need a couple of things. You need this Year of the Ox paper cut template that you can get from my website. You need a piece of red origami paper, a large sheet, about 8 by 8 inches. You need a hole puncher. You need a pair of scissors. You need a stapler. And you don't really need this, but if you do have it, it would be really great to have a pair of really fine pointed scissors. It'll just make things easier. But if you don't have these, don't worry, you don't really need them. All right, so go to the link that's at the bottom of this video and print out this template. And it should look like this. All right, once you have this printed out, what you want to do is you want to cut your template out. So to do that, you're just going to cut it like this. So it's a black triangle. You don't want to cut the inside yet. You're going to end up with something like this. So you're going to cut the excess off. And you just get rid of this. Here, you cut the excess off of yours. Then you take your origami paper and you're going to fold your origami paper in half so that it makes a triangle. Exactly. Okay. Then you are going to line up your template on the triangle like this. So it's lined up. And then you're going to take the stapler and you're going to staple your template to your origami triangle. And make sure you only staple where it's black. Do not staple where it's white. So you're going to staple here and maybe put one down here too. All right, here you go. Now you're going to take the hole punch and we're going to punch a hole in these two circles. So the nostril and the eye. So what you're going to do is you're going to line it up, see where that nostril is. You're like, okay, that's about right. And then you're going to make a hole right like that. Whoops, mine was off a little bit, but that's okay. And then you're going to make another hole where the eye is. All right, you want to do the same?
Hole punches can sometimes be kind of tricky.
Yes, they don't quite line up sometimes, but as long as you get it pretty close, that's okay. Okay, now, this is where if you have a pair of fine, sharp scissors, this is where it'd be helpful because you see how the eye circle is bigger than the nose circle? So what you want to do is you want to take your fine scissors and put it in the eye circle and make that circle just a little bit bigger. Okay, the nostril you're going to leave just the same. All right, now you can take your normal scissors and this is when you're going to cut out everything that's black you're going to cut out. But what you want to do is you want to start on the inside. So you're going to cut this inside part first because that's the things that has to come first, and then afterwards cut out all the black. So what you want to do is cut away all the black, but start with the inside first. Now here's a little trick about cutting paper cuts. You cut the shapes, and you have to let the shape come out by your cuts. Don't cut and then pull, because then you could rip your whole paper cut and it'll ruin the whole thing. So never pull your pieces out. If it's not coming out, it means you have to cut a little bit more. All right, okay, wait, hold on, here, put it down. So what you should have now is your, what it should look like this. So this you can discard, and then you take your paper cut, and you open it up, This right here is my interpretation of the Chinese word for spring. As you can see, here I put a heart. It's kind of like when you have the word love and you use a heart instead of the O. So I've kind of put a little bit of an interpretation on it there. But anybody who sees it will understand that that is spring. You should have your Year of the Ox paper cut. See how it's an ox? Hang this up on your window or your door, and it'll bring you a lovely and happy and lucky Year of the Ox. Happy Lunar New Year!